So there's some couple crazy things going on in the backyard uh, that I've not seen before. Well, one I've seen before, the other I've never seen before. So I don't know what I'm gonna do to fix this, but I gotta address it pretty soon. So I made a dump run today, like I said, and let me tell you, I don't know what it is about dump runs, but just getting rid of junk it's just kind of been sitting around your house for, months or weeks or years. It's just trash. Whew, it feels good. So I bet I'm going to do it over the next 4 weeks and I get rid of a lot of stuff that I just don't need anymore. So I started doing some cleanup here underneath my deck. Gotten rid of a lot of junk. So I made a dump run. And hopefully I'm going to keep doing it over the next couple of weeks. I also went out and bought this little saw, 8-inch. It's a lot cheaper than the DeWalt was, so hopefully it works well. Came with this little bottle. I filled it up with oil. I'm gonna oil the chain. Try to oil the chain here while the battery's still charging. Let me see if I can get this off here. So this kind of is neat. It's got a little piece here. It comes right off. So. About 8 inches, the same as the DeWalt. So we'll see if it works well. I'm going to put a little bit of oil on this chain. Not a ton, but just some. To kind of make sure it has some oil on it. Like I said, not a ton, but some of that will come right off. So I think there's a gear down in here you need to also get too. Yeah, like a little gear in here. Put a little bit in there. Alright. That's about it. All that. I also bought some of this to see if I could start this goofy thing. Still haven't been able to start this. And I even went out and bought some non-ethanol gas. But that didn't work. So I'm going to try this. I have a bunch of trees I want to cut down. Some are kind of encroaching in my neighbor's yard here, and I don't like it. So there's 3 limbs I want to take down today. Right here, this one limb, and then kind of these 2 right here. I may work on this big one. Maybe not today, though. I need to get them cut off and cut down. Going too far into my neighbor's yard, and I don't like it. He's never complained. Real nice man, but I don't like it, so I'm going to cut it down. The tree is kind of, it's not really right on the property line. It's about a foot into my property, and I have some other trees. Other things I want to cut down on this walnut and on this holly over here. I want to cut some of these things off. So the pole saw should come in handy. It's a really warm day. Next weekend, I'm gonna get the turkeys out into this little caged area, cause they're I think they're over 2 weeks old now. So yeah, next weekend the turkeys will come out. It's been really warm here in Maryland, in the upper 80s. Nighttime is high 60s, low 70s, so it's the turkeys will be almost 4 weeks old, so they have a lot of their feathers on right now, and it's just really warm. So they'll be out here getting acclimated with the hens. So one of the issues I'm having is with Whitney, my most dominant hen. She is acting odd, and I remember a couple months ago one of my subscribers was saying she may even get a little more odd with her dominance, and she has. So not happy about that. And the other thing I'm having a problem with is with Jet, my Drake. He is kind of taking a girlfriend from one of my hands, and that's just not something we can do. So I got to try to figure that one out too. So I think I'm going to be able to spray a little bit of that starter right here into the carb. I'm going to spray a little bit in and then try to start it. I took the little filter out. I'm going to try to start it. That little white piece in there is the carburetor. It's a plastic carburetor. That's crazy. But I think I'm going to spray it in there and let it sit, and then I'm going to try to start it in a couple minutes. This thing's got a neat little applicator on it. You just press this down. Oh. All right. I think that should do it. Probably overkill, but I'm going to try it. Ooh, I can smell that. I'm going to try to get this thing started. I got to attach the water to it. You're not supposed to start these without the water in there, from what I understand. So I'm going to give it a try and give it a start. So I got the water connected. I just got to go turn it on. And then it just connects down there. And then this other piece is the sprayer. Let's see if we can get this one. I tell you, life does throw us quite a bit of obstacles. It never ends. We just got to take it in stride and try to get through it. But sometimes it's a pain. Okay. I heard something make a weird sound. Oh, that ain't tight enough. Oh. I got to put the hose back where the pressure hose is. They make this kind of nice for you, so, because this end definitely will not go here, so it just goes here. So you kind of can't mess that up too much. A little difficult to get in. Sometimes it takes me two hands, but let's see if I can get it stirred in. There we go. Nope, not yet. There we go. Yeah, it's a little bit of a pain, but okay. Let's see what we got here. A little pressure. Alright, so I got them both in. Let's go turn it back on and then see if we can start it. Okay, water's back on. It's not making a weird sound. But there should be a little pressure that can come out of this hose here. Even yeah, see, it's just a little bit it does come out a little bit. There's just no pressure yet until you turn the motor on. Just slight amount of pressure. All right, let's give it a pull. Yeah, let's give it a pull. See what we can do here. Oop. Get my foot on here. I forgot to turn the switch on. It's a little tight right now. And the string, hopefully I didn't screw this thing up. I'll let it rest a second. Try it again. Oh, now the cord feels really tight when I pull it. Oh man, I'm gonna try to let it rest for a while. Daggone it. Yeah, as soon as I clicked it on the on position, it almost started right up. Phooey, man, daggone it. So I kept working the drawstring, and eventually it came right on. Just had to kind of take it slow. Yeah, it sounds good. Let's see if we can get this mold off of here now. I'll be very happy. So I started spraying, and it's even with the soap coming out, it's taking a while. You can see the side on the right is a little better than what's on the left, but it's just not doing that great. Yeah, I may have let it go a little too long. I may need some, I think what I'm going to do is spray it with some not Lysol, but Clorox spray. See if it'll break some of that up. I'm just afraid that the animals are going to try to get down to that water, but yeah, I got to give that a try. Yeah, it's a little better. I was trying to figure out which nozzle to use, and this one was doing like a really fine. This was too big and this was too big. I ended up putting that yellow nozzle on there, but I don't know. Probably just need some spray some Clorox on there and let it sit for a little bit, and hopefully it'll bust up some of that. So the battery took about 2 hours to charge up. So I'm going to try that now on the little pole saw. See how that does. Yeah, let's see if we can get this in here. Okay, looks like it goes down this way. Alright, there we go. Looks like it's going to work well. I'm going to see if I can turn it on now. Yep. Started right up. I'm happy about that. No starter fluid. Just a lithium battery. I love it. Alright, let's see how this does. It's about 3-inch. Yeah. Gets down to about 4 here at the end. So far, so good. So far, so good. That thing is grabbing really hard, pulling right through. I mean, what did that take me? A minute? That's exciting. Luckily, I have a big hill that goes down the back of my yard. I can just throw this back there and I don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to try to get these others now. And I'm going to clean this one up first, cut it up a little more, and then get these other two tackled. I'm pretty excited. We have those goofy deer flies out. They just hover around you and try to bite you. I always call them June flies because they always come out in June, but they're deer, like a deer fly. They are relentless. They don't give up. But somebody was saying, another channel I was watching about the dragonflies come out, and I do notice them next month come out, and I think they eat all them, so that's good. So I got a lot cut down. A couple pieces I'm going to save for the turkeys for a higher roost when I get them out here. I want them to have some extra pieces for a roost, so I cut a little bit off this walnut. I'm gonna cut a whole bunch off of this holly. A lot of these branches. Yeah. A lot of those branches need to go. I'm gonna have to put the extension piece on the saw, the pole saw. It goes up to 14 feet, which is nice. So far it's cut through a lot of hardwood and no issues. I'm gonna get this done right here. It all needs to get done, so I'm just slowly grabbing it and getting it done as I can. So this is an older community, about in the 70s, and years ago, I don't know when, somebody planted some ornamental ivy and ornamental grape, and it's gone through this entire woods back here. It's everywhere. I gotta cut it down every year. Every year just goes through these trees. It's everywhere. So it makes cutting everything down a little bit harder. So I got 2 more to cut here, up here, and I'm gonna get started on them. And then I want to get started on that holly over there. I can get some of that, but just want to get some of this stuff down. So Jet is about 15 weeks now. He is trying to mate Benny, and she gets really loud about it. And he's also trying to mate one of my chickens here, Emma. So we obviously can't allow that. But yeah, he's trying hard now to jump on top of her. Anyway, that's X-rated. I think he's drowning her half the time. So it's a pain in the butt. And on top of that, we got this one here, Whitney. She's trying to assume a rooster's stance and mount in the back of the hens also. So that's great. So 2 crazy things going on now. I knew eventually, Jet would want to mate with Benny, but I didn't really think about her. Anyway, so I power washed this several times. It's a little better, but it's not quite done. I'm going to try it a couple more times. The top there turned out decent. But I'm going to spray that with like a cleaner, like an algae or mold cleaner, and then spray it after I let it sit on there a little bit. I think that'll be a lot better. So I'm starting to cut the limbs down off of this holly behind me, and I had to put the extension onto the pole saw. So it was just, I'm going to need it a little longer because I couldn't reach. But this other stuff turned out pretty good. I got it all cleaned up. And it looks a lot better. At least it's not hanging over in the neighbor's yard anymore. So the neighbor has a crew of comes through and cuts his grass, and it was really hard right through here to do that. So I've been meaning to cut this down for a while, but I'm glad I got to it. And now I got to finish cutting up underneath this holly, because it's and I'm going to cut a little bit more of this this walnut here too. Yeah, That's a mess in there, and I'm going to cut a lot of that out. Plus it hangs over here, and the berries fall into the run. The hens don't eat them, but sometimes they get a little bit of them. So I'm going to work on that now, get this all cleaned up, and then that'll be good for the day. It has a grabber on it too. You can kind of pull. It's nice. That's a little better. Might grab a couple more, but that's better. So this is all the wood I've cut down. I'm gonna make additional roosting places for the turkeys when they grow up. I'll fashion all that together in another video. It should be something they really like. I hope so. Well, I would say it looks better than it did now that it's drying. I'm gonna get some stuff at Lowe's or Home Depot for like some algae mold, like spray on there, and I need to get some for the side of the house too. I was trying to clean the house a little bit too. It's got some little bit of, you can see the difference between the top there and the bottom this side, but they make some cleaner that you just spray on there for about 10 minutes and then you power wash it off real easy. So I'm gonna get some of that and use it on the coop also. So guys, thanks for coming along today in my video. Got some power washing done, got some limbs taken down, which was good, and told you guys about my new problems I'm dealing with Whitney and with Jet, but we'll get through them by the grace of God. And I hope you guys have a really great week, and I appreciate you guys so much watching my videos. Take care, guys. God bless.